everyone, and welcome back. Who truly speaks for Islam? Is it the terrorists who claim religion as their justification while murdering innocent people? Or is it the millions of peaceful Muslims who reject violence and condemn extremism? That question has once again come into sharp focus after the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, the country's highest Islamic body, delivered one of their strongest condemnation yet of Boko Haram and ISWAP. The council declared that both groups are enemies of Islam and humanity. It is a powerful statement, but it also raises another important question. If Nigerians' highest Islamic authority has completely rejected this group, why do they continue finding recruits and carrying out attacks? The council statement followed the horrific terrorist attack on Government Day Secondary School in Lassa, Borno State, where terrorists killed a teacher and abducted several students and members of the staff. Once again, innocent children became the target of violence. Once again, classroom became crime scene. Once again, parents were left wondering whether schools in parts of Nigeria can truly be considered safe. The Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs described the attack as a despicable crime against humanity, insisting that repeated targets of schools, children, and teachers cannot be justified under any circumstance. According to the council, the terrorists exploited Lassa's market day, blending into normal community activities before launching the attack. That, the council argues, demonstrates that terrorist groups continue adopting their tactics while exploiting weaknesses in local security systems. This observation should concern every Nigerian. If terrorists continue changing tactics faster than security measures evolved, are current strategies keeping pace with the threat? Terrorism today is no longer fought only with guns. It is fought with intelligence, surveillance, technology, and rapid information sharing. Every security gap becomes an opportunity for attackers. Every delayed response increases the risks to innocent lives. Perhaps the most significant part of the council's statement was their rejection of Boko Haram and ISWAP's claim to any Islamic legitimacy. The council declared plainly that these organizations do not represent Islam. According to the NSCIA, anyone who kills innocent civilians, kidnaps children, and attacks schools cannot claim to be acting in the name of the religion. That declaration matters. For many years, terrorist organizations have attempted to wrap themselves in religious language while committing acts that have been condemned by Muslim scholars across the world. The overwhelming majority of Islamic leaders, from Nigeria to Saudi Arabia, from Egypt to Indonesia, have consistently rejected the ideology of groups such as Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS, and Al-Qaeda. If Islam itself rejects these organizations, then what exactly are they fighting for? Religion or power? Faith or fear? The council also expressed concern that many victims abducted during previous attacks in Borno and Oyo State remain in captivity. That reality serves as another painful reminder that while some rescue operations succeed, many Nigerian families continue living with uncertainty, waiting for loved ones who may never return home. At the same time, the NSCIA commended troops of Operation Hadinkai for rescuing some of the victims during recent military operations. They also pay tribute to the soldiers and members of the Civilian Joint Task Force who lost their lives while attempting to rescue innocent civilians. Their sacrifice, the council noted, reflect the courage of security personnel risking everything to protect others. But praise alone is not enough. The Council called for stronger intelligence gathering, improved surveillance, better coordination among security agencies, and more effective community-based early warning systems. Interestingly, it pointed to Enugu State's technology-driven security model as an example other states could study. That recommendation raises another question. If some states are successfully using technology to strengthen security, why has that approach not been expanded nationwide? Technology alone cannot defeat terrorism. Neither can military force alone. Terrorist organizations survive because they exploit weaknesses, whether those weaknesses exist at borders, within communities, or inside intelligence systems. Defeating them requires more than bravery. It requires coordination, modern equipment, reliable intelligence, and strong public cooperation. There is another issue the Council highlighted that deserves national attention. Terrorism is not simply an attack on government. It is an attack on education itself. Every school attack sends fear through entire communities. Every teacher killed discourages others from serving in vulnerable areas. Every child abducted threatens the future of an entire generation. How can any nation hope to develop when classrooms become targets instead of places of learning? The NSCIA also urged governments to ensure that terrorists are arrested, prosecuted, and punished according to the law. Justice, they argue, remains essential for restoring public confidence and ensuring that violent extremists understand there will always be consequences for their actions. Ultimately, the Council's message was both religious and national. Boko Haram and ISWAP do not represent Islam. They do not defend Muslims. They do not defend Nigeria. According to the country's highest Islamic body, that declaration removes one of the biggest misconceptions surrounding terrorism in Nigeria. The victims of Boko Haram include Muslims and Christians alike. The schools attacked education children from different backgrounds. The communities destroyed belong to ordinary Nigerians whose only desire is to live peacefully. Terrorism does not discriminate. They destroy anyone standing in their way. The challenge now moves beyond words. Religious leaders have spoken. Security agencies continue fighting. Communities continue suffering. The remaining question is whether Nigeria can finally build a security strategy capable of preventing these attacks before they happen, rather than responding after lives have already been lost. What do you think? Is Nigeria winning the fight against Boko Haram and ISWAP? Or should the government adopt a completely new strategy to defeat terrorism permanently? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you appreciate balanced, fact-based reporting on Nigeria's biggest security stories, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis. I am Kasitoni, and many thanks for watching.